You took all my stuff and ran? What? What's gonna happen to my belongings? What's gonna happen to all my stuff? Do you have a list? Have you started? Do we have any direction? But I would love for you to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. What? Hit that notification bell. What? Hit that notification bell. And come cheese with me. Hey guys, it's me, Cheezin Dreams. Hello, fellow cheesers. Cheezin, good morning dreamers. So instead of walking and talking today, we are going to be talking and driving today. Running a little bit later than my normal, and so I decided not to miss our Wednesday conversation, but instead of walking and talking, we're gonna be driving. I want to tell you guys about something that happened. You're driving in your car, and actually it wasn't me. I may have been about 12, maybe younger. But we lived on a corner. A lot happened on that corner, but this is just gonna be one of the many stories that happened on the corner. And something happened to their belongings. She pulls up at the stop sign and wait for the traffic, and as she's pulling up, three guys are walking up, approaching the corner, and they're gonna cross up the street. So she had her window pretty much at half mast, like so. So she had her window down. She had her purse in the seat. Well, I didn't notice because I'm in my yard and a lot happened again on this corner. So I am an eyewitness to a burglary. They looked over, I guess, saw the purse in the seat, saw the window low enough where they can reach in. She's looking, I guess, to see if there's any oncoming traffic before she decides to go. And y'all know guess what I see? Can anybody see what that is? Anyways, back to the story now. I don't know if you guys saw my previous video about blaming on 2020. In that video, I talk about odds I have against flying. Instead of rehashing all that, you guys go and watch that video. So back to the story. She's waiting to see if there's oncoming traffic. And as she's waiting, I see one of the guys reach in through her car window and grab her bag. Yes, they grabbed her bag, timed it perfectly, and took off running across the street with all her belongings that was in her purse. I couldn't even imagine what was going through her head, but she showed us kids what was going through her head, because that lady took that car and proceeded to ram it across the street without any regard to traffic, the direction of traffic. She cut across traffic, and no, she did not continue on the regular road that was designed for cars. Oh no, no ma'am, no sir. You know what, dreamers? She went across the street, across 2 lanes, on the sidewalk, across the grass. She went through the grass. There were apartments that she was literally driving through. And through the grass there were other buildings or apartments, and she can somehow or another get her car in between the buildings, and she ended up in that complex on another street that you can see from our home. I can hear her tires screeching, you can hear the commotion, and you couldn't see her car or see the guys, but you can hear her car. Now, I don't know what happened, because soon after that, you can no longer hear or see anything, and believe it or not, it was just another day. I can imagine all the stories that I have. So that got me to thinking, of course, it is Wednesday. You know, we do a lot of talking on Wednesday. I thought about her belongings, her bag, taking all her stuff. And then it made me go a little deeper. You know, I can get deep, right? In our journey through life, and we never know what's gonna happen. We never know when our last day on this earth is gonna be. We never know if it's gonna be an accident. We all know that our time is coming. It just made me think about your belongings. You know, I have been a part of, you know, family members passing. We just never know really how difficult it is for someone to step in and take over your estate. And unless you've been a part of it, or you've been the person designated to take care of that, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what's going on. You wouldn't know how difficult it is. And so, do you have a plan? Do you consider what could happen to you at any day? You can leave the house. You can think you're gonna wake up. You can eat something, or something could happen to you. But do you have a plan? Do you know what's gonna happen with your stuff? Do you know what's gonna happen with your belongings? Do you think about, if you don't have a plan, if you don't know what's set in place? Do you know that a lot of the stuff can be taken away? It could be stripped. It could be up to the state to decide what happens to your stuff, along with fees, of course. They call that probate. And there's a probate court. And if you have your belongings, or you have items, or whatever you have, whether it's grand or small, if you don't decide what you are going to do with them prior to, and you don't have a plan, then the state can decide for you. And if the probate court gets involved, then they stretch everything out. If it's a big enough estate, then they get other people involved that are going to have to be paid. They get attorneys involved that are going to have to be paid. And you don't even know all this is going on. Okay, so then say you do think about it, and you do decide, oh, okay, I better start making plans. Then you have to decide who's responsible enough to carry out your wishes. Who is responsible? Do you have anybody, or have you contacted any organization that can, or have you filed any paperwork? Have you researched on what to do, or what will happen in case something happens? The last thing you want is for someone, a total stranger, or the last thing you would want for your family, because of course you won't know about it. But the last thing that you would want is for a total stranger to violate your space and your property and take all of your belongings. There's a few things that you can do. You can have a will done. You can do it yourself, or you can have someone do it. Make sure you have all the proper signatures with your witnesses, and make sure you have it somewhere where someone knows where it is. You can assign someone to be the administrator of your estate, someone that's responsible and that's going to carry out your wishes. You can prepare something, and you can file it with the Clark County Recorder's Office and check on the fees. I understand that this is a difficult decision, and I understand this is a tough subject. And talking about people passing on or things happening is a subject that most people is just not comfortable with. Why would you be? Who wants to talk about that? However, sometimes we have to be uncomfortable to end up comfortable. At least for our family, for our loved ones. I'm not saying that it matters what amount we're talking about. All I'm saying is, don't set yourself up. Don't leave the window half down. Don't put all your stuff this out there and let somebody reach in and take your belongings. Don't let someone just come in and take all your stuff. Don't let them do it. So if you've liked what you've seen thus far, and even if you don't, like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell. What? Hit that notification bell. What? Hit that notification bell. And come cheese with me. Bye, Ma.